Whether you're a first time home buyer or a property investor who needs some kind of refresher, this video is for you. So grab a cup of coffee or tea, take a deep breath, and let's get right into it. Hi there, welcome to Lamore Investments, where we talk all things real estate investment. Now, buying your home can be quite exciting, but it can also get overwhelming. Trust me, I've been there with a lot of my clients. That's why today I want to share with you some common home buyer mistakes you should avoid. That way, you feel more confident and also very knowledgeable about the entire process. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I've seen with regards to buying your home is being in a haste. Now, I get it. A lot of us are in stages in our lives where everyone around us is buying a property, they're moving to a new neighborhood, but do not be fazed by this. Take your time. Ask yourself the right question. For instance, is it going to be your primary family residence? That way, you want to find out about the kind of schools in the neighborhood, what kind of amenities in terms of like suitability to your lifestyle. All these questions are very important. On the other side, if you are looking for a property that you want to invest in, you do want to understand what the resale value might be in the next, say, 3 to 5 years. That way, you're making sure that there is alignment with your long-term property goals. And so many questions. Is it going to be a property for rentals? Find out about the market value when it comes to rentals in that neighborhood. That way, you're not just jumping into the next available house you see or the next property down the street. Now, when you're buying a home, remember that the sticker price is just the beginning. There is a lot of hidden and additional costs attached to actually closing your property. So for instance, with regards to closing a home, there is the taxes that come with it. For instance, here in the city of Toronto, you do have the provincial taxes as well as the city tax. You want to keep that in mind. There is insurance, there's maintenance costs, especially if you do decide to get a condo. So you want to ask yourself questions around, what is it going to cost me to close on the sale of this property? You want to do your research and ask a lot of questions and get your findings right. That way, you don't get shocked at the end of the purchase with costs that come up with regards to closing a cost. Now, to my previous example with regards to taxes. In the city of Toronto, like I said, there is the provincial tax as well as the city tax. In this particular instance, you can ask yourself, how about I look outside of the GTA? For instance, if you do buy a property in Hamilton, you're just incurring the provincial tax. That way, there is less burden on you with regards to the amount you need to close this property. So this is very important. Take your time, ask questions. What I like to advise my clients is get a draft or a list in Excel or a piece of paper and list out what might be a potential closing cost. Again, like I said, the legal fee, the insurance, maintenance, you want to make sure that you have a good understanding of what it would actually cost you to close your unit. So what I like to give as a ballpark number is around 1% to 4% of the purchase price of the unit. That should be a good place to start in terms of expectations of what it would take to close your home. So I hope that helps. Now, it's very easy to get attached to a property, especially when you go on your inspection and it looks perfect. It's something like from a dream. Or even get attached to the idea of living in a particular neighborhood. And trust me, this is all good. But when it comes to buying your home, you really do want to put your emotions in check. And again, go back to asking the right questions, making sure that whatever decision you do decide to make is data driven. Make sure that you're asking the right questions again. I know I do sound like a broken record, but you cannot ask the wrong questions. Ask all the right questions. Make sure there is alignment in terms of, again, your goals, whether it's for investment purposes, whether it's for residential purposes, and make sure that there is alignment in terms of why you're going ahead with purchasing this unit. This way you have a seamless process and you're more confident going into it as opposed to just rushing it because you feel happy about it. And trust me, you should feel happy. You deserve to be happy. Go with your gut feelings, very important. But beyond that, go back to the numbers, check the data. Do not let your emotions lead you. They should be there. You should be happy. You deserve to be happy. But again, go back to the numbers, go back to the data, and make sure there is alignment. This is super important. So there you have it. Some of the common home buyer mistakes to avoid. And again, remember, this is a journey, and with the right preparation, you will get there. You would get to your dream home or your dream investment property, and you would enjoy the process as long as you're very much prepared. If you found this helpful, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, please. Also share with someone that you think might find it helpful. And if you're looking for a more professional guidance as you take this big leap or this big step, more than happy to help. Please feel free to reach out. All the contact information would be in the description as well as the notes, depending on where you're watching from. And happy house hunting. Bye for now.